Venture Stores Inc. was a chain of retail stores aimed at the discount department store market from 1968 until 1998. Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you get notified of my latest video. Please hit that like button and leave a comment or a suggestion. You might see that in a future video. Thanks for watching, and now back to our regular scheduled program.
Get the feel of it,
The appeal of it,
day after day, the good deal of it. Cause saving adventure, that's saving with
so we would dazzle and see how it flows. From space age games,
It's a great brand
to
name.
lots of action clothes,
Sweet treats and neat sheets.
and jeans and tops and toes.
Hey there, venture,
That's saving with style.
come on in so you come out with a smile. Save adventure, yeah, save with style.
The first Venture store opened in St. Louis in 1970. Target founder John F. Geiss had recently resigned from Target when he went to work for the May department stores. May department stores ran many upscale department stores, but felt pressure from the increasingly popular discount retailers, and in an effort to profit from the discount store boom and to diversify its holdings, May decided to start its own discount retail division and created Venture. It patterned its Venture division after other discount retail houses such as Corvette, Kmart, and Walmart. May's strategy was relatively straightforward. Venture would purchase inventory in bulk at reduced prices. It would sell the goods in a store environment that, compared to department stores, was austere and low budget. By emphasizing self-service, volume sales, and a small operating budget, the store would be able to appeal to consumers by offering low prices. During the 1970s, Venture opened several stores in its chosen core, St. Louis and Chicago markets, and eventually branched out into other major Midwest metropolitan areas. Venture soon dominated some metropolitan areas. Venture's quick startup and success hinged largely on May's support. Its large capital base allowed it to finance the construction and stocking of large stores and then aggressively market them to regional shoppers. In addition, Venture benefited from May's proven expertise in infrastructure related to important retail elements like purchasing, distribution, and promotion. May expanded the Venture division relatively slowly during the early and mid-1970s and remained focused on its core upscale department store operations. In 1976, Geiss retired and left Venture stores, which had by that time expanded to 20 units. In 1978, Venture stores purchased 23 turnstile locations in the Chicago area from Jewel Food Stores and expanded to over 40 locations in the Chicago market area, with many city locations. It was the largest discount chain in Chicago, with inner-city locations other than Zayre and Ames. During the early 1980s, there was a slowdown in consumer spending due to the U.S. economic recession of the period. The smaller regional discount chains like Venture and Corvette began facing fierce competition in some metropolitan areas. Though competition forced the discount store pioneer, Corvette, into failure, Venture thrived. Venture became one of the lowest cost retailers in the nation and was recognized for its ability to deter rivals in its dominant Chicago market. Competition did force Venture to accept smaller profit margins. By 1985, Venture consisted of more than 50 stores, most of which were in Chicago and St. Louis. During the next 5 years, Venture added approximately 6 stores per year. Though many of Venture's early stores were located in urban centers, Venture began emphasizing the construction of discount superstores in suburbs during the mid-1980s. At the same time, Venture broadened its offerings to include more clothing and other soft goods. The chain consisted of nearly 80 stores by 1990 and had expanded into new markets. Venture opened its first Kentucky outlet in 1985, and by 1990 were operating in 8 states: Missouri, Illinois, Kentucky, Iowa, Oklahoma, Kansas, Arkansas, and Indiana. In 1990, Venture separated from May Department Stores and became a private corporation. Venture added 5 more stores onto its chain during 1991 and added another 9 in 1992. In 1993, moreover, Venture aggressively entered Texas markets. Venture opened a total of 12 new stores, 11 of which were in Texas. That boosted Venture's total number of outlets to 104 by the end of the year. Venture's advertising slogan during the 1980s was Save at Venture, Save with Style, or SWS. In the 1990s, Venture employed 2 other slogans. The first, tied to a company-wide remodeling initiative aimed at making the stores more like Kohl's, was See What's New for You. As was a common trend in American department stores, many Venture stores offered a dining area inside the store, typically called Cafe Venture. This area sold standard American fare, such as hamburgers and pizza, although one could ask to get a hot dog with the ends cut off. The dining area also contained a second area that sold popcorn, pretzels, and icy drinks. By the late 1990s, the chain found itself unable to compete against the other retail chains, such as Kmart, Target, and Walmart. Venture tried to return to its founding principles as an upscale discounter and remodeled most of its 90-plus stores. While facing vast competition, Venture made a fatal mistake trying to expand into Texas instead of protecting its core markets. Venture sold the Texas stores to Kmart in 1996. The company entered Chapter 11 bankruptcy on January 20, 1998, and tried to operate with a smaller number of stores. The effort was not successful, and the company announced its closing on April 27, 1998. Liquidation of the store's inventory continued through July of 1998. Most of the former Venture buildings were absorbed into other chains, primarily Kmart, the final of which was located in Crystal City, Missouri, which closed permanently in March of 2019. Others were absorbed by Kohl's, Shopko, and Burlington Coat Factory. Hey, if you just watched my video, thanks for watching. Hit that like button and please subscribe to Eric C. Productions.